Welcome back, English learners. Today, we're diving into a phrase that's essential for nuanced conversation. That depends on the context. It's the perfect way to explain that there isn't one simple answer, and that surroundings or circumstances matter.
Exactly, Emma. It is a tool for showing critical thinking. Instead of just saying yes or no, you show that you understand the situation changes the answer. Let's look at our first scenario. If I ask you, is a heavy coat necessary today? What would you say?
Well, that depends on the context. Are we in Alaska during winter, or are we on a tropical beach in Hawaii?
Precisely. The location and season are the context that changes the answer.
Here is a common one. Students often ask, is it okay to say what's up to someone? Good question. The answer? That depends on the context. If you are greeting your best friend, yes. If you are greeting the CEO of a company, definitely not. Context tells us which level of formality to use.
How about money? If I ask, is $20 a lot of money? That depends on the context. If you are buying a pack of gum, $20 is huge. But if you are buying a new car, $20 is nothing.
It is all relative to what you are purchasing.
Time is another tricky one. Is 1 hour a long time?
That depends on the context. Waiting in line at the post office for an hour feels like forever. But 1 hour to sleep before work? That feels very short.
The activity defines how we perceive the duration.
Let's talk about food. Is spicy food good?
Oh, that depends on the context. For me, I love it. But for someone with a sensitive stomach, it might be terrible.
So the taster is the context here.
Exactly.
Imagine a tourist asks, is the museum far?
That depends on the context. If you are walking, 5 miles is very far. If you are driving, it is just a few minutes away.
The mode of transport changes the meaning of far.
What about silence? Is it good to be quiet?
That depends on the context. In a library or a cinema, yes, it is respectful. But at a party or during a speech, it might be awkward.
Context dictates social etiquette.
My nephew asked me, is this computer fast?
And you said?
I said, that depends on the context. For checking email, it is a rocket ship. For playing the newest high-definition video games, it might be a dinosaur.
Usage determines performance requirements.
Is giving someone cash a good gift?
That depends on the context. For a teenager's birthday, they usually love it. But for a romantic anniversary with your spouse, it might seem thoughtless.
The relationship defines the appropriateness of the gift.
Finally, is 5 a.m. early?
That depends on the context. If you are waking up, it is very early. If you are going to sleep after a night out, it is very late.
It is the same time, but a totally different perspective.
As you can see, life is rarely black and white.
Using the phrase, that depends on the context, makes you sound intelligent and flexible. It buys you time to think and allows you to give a more accurate answer.
Try using it this week whenever the answer isn't a simple yes or no. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.